Youngaz. Wagwan. How has life been treating you? How's that journey to adulthood going? ah, so welcome to your reading. I just want to find out what God wants you to know because I've been getting a vibe to do a reading for you guys for like 3 days now. So that's what this is about, okay? So I wasn't feeling like these bright ass lights. I have some very bright spotlights. I wasn't feeling like that. I just got back from the gym. I'm tired. It's late. It's after 12 here. Way past my bedtime. And
That's a lie. Big lie.
okay, it's way past my me time, okay? I'm not usually giving myself to people at this time. That sound more correct?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, by this time I don't cut out the rest of the world and just me, myself, and I. Okay, so let's see. What does God want you to know right now? Most High, what do you want these young peoples to know right now? Because you know the adults of these days don't really be adulting. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? So be careful what you choose to believe from these adults that be assigned as your guardians and your caretakers and your guides and your mentors and all these things, okay? Just look at the state of the world. If the adults were adulting, it wouldn't be this crappy. Okay? Okay. So, just because they're walking over the cliff don't mean that you have to walk over the cliff too. So I'm here to bring you messages that's going to help you to be wise in your decision making when you are met with the choice of who you want to become. Okay? You don't have to be anything that you see anybody around you being. You are who you are. I am who I am. They are who they are. Okay? A lot of people would choose to force young people to walk in their footsteps, and that is not how life is created to be. Okay? We don't need to be repeating and mimicking others. We are all somebody. Right? So, let's see. What else does God want to tell you besides all that I said since I started this video? Including that this is my me time. I'm sharing my me time with you because I've been getting called to do your reading for like 3 days and I just felt like, you know what? Right now. So, let's get your cards. Where do we find this message for the young people, please, Most High? Let me just test to see if we can even see the cards. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright. Let's see, what does God want to tell you, my loves? You know, children are the most purest form of human beings. When we get to a certain age, our parents, our caretakers, our guardians, they start teaching us how the world works. And then when they start teaching us that, we become how they are if we're unlucky. If we're lucky, God provide the right circumstances for us to continue on a path where we could be ourselves, which is usually not a very easy path because when you're different, this world tends to treat you rather cruel. C-R-U-E-L, cruel. Okay? That's what life has taught me. So it's a blessing and a curse all at the same time. So if there's anybody blocking this reading, please remove them so that we can receive the messages you brought us here to receive. Thank you. more time, young peoples. Alrighty. At the bottom of the deck, my lords and ladies, we have the Four of Wands. Oh, the Four of Wands. So as you can see, that's like a card of friendship. That's a card of fellowship. That's a card of kindness. That's a card of harvest, abundance, good vibes. Okay, nice vibes. All right, so let's see. Malika is in the building, y'all.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. All right. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, but it kind of flipped. So let's see if it was meant to be in the upright. Check if it is correct like this. So it's in the reverse. Okay, so it's talking about not being defensive. Okay. Okay, and the underlying issue is the wheel of the year, which is the wheel of fortune. So God is saying to be open to change because we're headed to a wonderful place. We're headed towards that friendship. See that? Now, in the Four of Wands, is two adults, a male and a female, that's getting along, good vibes flowing. And here, in the underlying issue, we have a young boy and a young girl. Okay, so it's basically the same energy. They're holding hands and they're walking along the path talking. They could be brother and sister, they could be, boyfriend and girlfriend, who knows. But there's kindness, there's friendship, there's good energy here, okay? So God says don't be resistant to change because we're headed to a wonderful place, and yes we are. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, okay? That doesn't mean it's going to be always pleasant, but when you want something you have to put in the effort to get it. All right? Or else if you don't get it, who can you blame? All right? If you want this wheel to turn, you have to turn it yourself by being the change that you want to see in this world. Okay? So yeah, so we're headed to a wonderful place. We got the Eight of Chalices, and we have the wheel, the Wild Hunt. So this place that we're going to, this energy is gonna happen suddenly. It's gonna happen suddenly. We have work to do, and it's like, when you get a cut or you get some kind of pain or something, while it's there you could feel it, and then it stops hurting, it disappears, and you don't even realize it disappeared until like long after. You're like, oh yeah, I had this pain here. It's gone, type of energy. So it's like we're headed towards this change and it's gonna happen suddenly. Then we have the King of Chalices, the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, see, that's a table full of food, the man smiling, he got food and drink, happiness, okay, happiness, love, positive vibration. All right, it's just gonna happen suddenly, but we have to work towards it. The Wild Hunt, that's that working energy. As you can see up in the top there, we have like uh what do you call them things, horses, like horsemen doing battle and stuff like that. So the battles that we're going into is like, it's not just fighting other people. We have battles that we have to fight within ourselves. We have to express self-discipline. We have to find that courage to do the things that we know are right, and we need to feel free to praise the God that we connect to, which is a hard battle to fight, because when a lot of these parents are religious, they want their child to follow the exact same religion that they felt connected to, and it's not correct, because just because they felt connected to it, it doesn't mean that you have to feel connected to it. Because I was brought up as a Christian, and the reason why I'm saying this is because our godhood, it plays a big part in the quality of life that we live. Okay, we cannot do this without God. Okay? We can't do this without God. And when it comes to your God life, that's a part of your life that you should put before any and everything else. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. So it's about doing what's right in spite of what people are doing to you and doing around you. Separate yourself from situations and people that you know are bad for your karmic health and bad for your moral compass or your moral character, your moral reputation. Because how people know you will determine how they deal with you going forward. Even when you've made the decision to change, they still know the old you. So before you get to that point, it's better to make wise decisions and keep your reputation, keep your record clean. Okay? We try to stay away from police in the 3D, or police, the 3D being the earthly realm, but we forget that there's a police system operating in the spirit realm. And these police and these judges in the spirit realm, aka karma, the whole system is called karma, and the positive one, I think they call it dharma. We cannot lie, we cannot bribe, okay? So even if we don't get caught in the physical realm, just expect to suffer for the wrongs that you put out into the world in the spiritual realm, which manifests in the physical realm a lot of the times too. So there's police everywhere. So you need to start with policing yourself. Okay? These are things that our parents should teach us, but they don't teach us because they think that there is no God. A lot of them think that God is not real. And a lot of them who act like they are religious and holier than thou, when it boils down to it, they forsake God because they fear what people can do to them. They fear people playing around with their bank account. They fear people making them suffer. People meaning the secret societies and the secret governments that run this system in such a shitty way. The secret societies that govern our government. And this is why they don't like me. But somebody need to tell the young people what's really happening. And that is what's really happening in the world. Okay? And that's why everything is never as it seems. Shit be happening that don't make no sense to you. Because we be living thinking that if we do the right thing, good things are gonna happen. Well, in this shitty system that they have created, everything is out of order. So when you behave well, they create situations to make you look like you're corrupt, to make you look like you're a sinner, to make you look like you're a failure, to make you look like you're a coward just like they are. I'm speaking from experience. And I know it's been a long time since I've spoken to you guys, but some of these readings that are coming out, I'm sure that you can learn something from them. I may not specify that it's for youngers, aka the younger generation, but I'm sure that you can learn some wisdom from them. Because I don't teach anything that I cannot verify. I only teach from my own life's testimony. And if I'm not sure about something, I will tell you, I think this is how it goes. If I didn't say I think, that means me sure. That means I'm talking from experience. And there is a secret society that's governing our government, and that's why everything is so out of order. That's why the people, we the people, are so depressed, and that's why we are so oppressed. Because the system is designed to oppress us, keep us low, keep us in a subservient position, keep us beneath that. You know, when they talk about that elite, they're so desperate to remain elites that they will to create that negative society or negative system for us to live and work and breathe and exist in. so that they can stay feeling exalted over everybody. It's petty. It don't make no sense, but that's what we're dealing with. Okay? So if nobody ever told you what this system is truly about, stay on this channel and watch the other readings that come out when you have time. If you feel drawn to a reading, watch it. You might learn something, because a lot of these adults are not adulting, and somebody has to do it. I didn't have anybody to do it for me when I was young. I had to figure all this dumb shit out myself the hard way. But now I know, and I'm not keeping it fucking quiet. I'm telling every goddamn body. The system has risen against me and is still up against me. But I'm still standing up too, because I have God with me. And God run all things. God government trump their government. So we need God. Don't let nobody fool you. And don't force yourself to pretend or to act like you believe in a God that you don't feel like you're connected to. Follow your own spiritual path. I know a lot of especially Indians gonna be upset with me for saying this, because they like to create this environment where it's like their thing is the ultimate. But every religion is authentic. There's only one God. So if there's only one God, how come there's so many religions? Can you tell me that? It's because everybody chooses to walk their own path. So why is it that we can't walk our own path in peace? We can't cling to that which resonates most with our soul? Because our parents don't want us to. Our guardians don't want us to. But are they our God? They're not our God, but they like to act like they are. But the strength that they should have and express to stand up against this oppressive government and this oppressive secret society behind the government, they're not using it for them. They want to use it on we, the younger children, because they think that we are the weakest link. They're afraid of their governments. They're afraid of the soldiers. They're afraid of the system. So for many generations, they've been living oppressed, depressed, suppressed in this shitty system. That's what's been happening, young people. There's so much to teach you guys about what is really real. Because these adults, they're not fucking adulting. And I don't care who want to be upset with me. The whole world has already risen up against me. So what is one more or two more or three more or 50 more battles? Keep it coming. At least now you have a quote unquote fucking reason to come after me. Because you didn't have any before. Teach the youth the truth. Anyway, young people, we're heading into a better time. I know that y'all ain't gonna play around with this system, because it's not natural. It's not natural to enslave self to such weak masters. God is the only master. If we want to fear somebody, let us fear God, not human beings like ourselves or any other entity besides God. Not no reptilians, nobody. We fear God. And we have no reason to fear God, because God loves us. All when we bad, Even these same wicked secret society people and our failure of parents, God loved them too. So how much more would God love us who are actually trying to do the right thing? Good versus evil, that's what's up. If you join the side of evil, you're gonna suffer. If you join the side of good, you're gonna fucking suffer same way. Pick a team and stick to it. As long as you believe in it. Our lives are ours to live as long as we respect each other's rights. Life isn't hard. We are one. Everything and everybody, we are one. We are all made up of the God particle. I'm not one for perfection. I'm not one uh for complete peace. A little bit of upheaval good, but right now there's way too much that's out of sync, out of order in creation. We need to bring some balance. It's necessary. We need to understand ourselves, understand the world. It's necessary. We need to break this cycle of you're born, you're a toddler, you start going to school, you go to school for God knows how many years of your life to learn maths and English and God knows what else, because they've taken out so much valid subjects out of school. They don't teach you to do home economics no more, where they used to teach you like a little bit of cooking, a little bit of caring for the home, a little bit of sewing and stuff like that. They take all that good stuff out. Woodwork for the men, mechanics for men and women. You know what I'm saying? Hands-on skills they used to have in schools. They don't have that shit no more. Well, not shit. They don't have that stuff anymore. They don't want to make you independent. They want to make you depend. Well, they want to keep you as dependents. So they don't train you to get to know yourself and your skills, your talents, your gifts, your strengths. That's not how the system works, okay? They don't care about you. They care about making you into what they want to make you into. It's time for it to stop. Or you can let it continue. But as for me, it stops. If I can't be free, what's the point in me being here? And if me being free mean I'm gonna have to be in constant war, then so be it, because God is with me all the way. They say life isn't about waiting for the rain to stop. Life is about learning how to dance in the rain. In spite of, I shall have joy and peace. In spite of, I shall have an enduring love for God Almighty. In spite of, I shall have an enduring love for my fellow human beings, whether we get along or not. At my core, there is love. Be the change that you want to see in the world. All parents aren't failures, but the majority of them, they're like 90% useless. Those who understand what the real about life is, they choose not to speak it. Then there are those who don't care to understand. Then there are those who don't even know that there's something to gain understanding about.
They think birth, school, work, retire, buy a couple of houses, cars, and whatnot, and die. They think that that is the cycle of life. And they feed that philosophy to everybody. I beg to fucking differ. It's lies. It's nonsense. It's very limiting. These adults don't care for themselves, so they die quick. They get sick and they die. Because by the time they get to 35, 40, they stop doing a lot of the things that they used to do to keep them young, fit, active, happy. They give their whole life away to their fucking job and their boss. And their family get the smaller portion. They flipped everything all the way around. Almost all your parents have dreams that they never ever fulfill. Why? Because money came first. Putting food on the table come first. They marry people they never wanted to marry because what? Class, color, creed, greed. Is that the life that you want to live for yourself? Is that the path that you want to walk down as well? And parents, is that the path that you want your young children to walk down? Do you want your children to be just like you? Are you happy with who you are, parents? Are you happy with how you've parented your children? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with how you have raised your children and how you have governed your life? How you have handled the system that you live in? Speak the truth to yourself and then tell your youth the truth. We just keep repeating the same nonsense generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after. That's how annoying it is. Failing generation after generation after generation. Teach the youth the fucking truth. Tell them the truth. And we need to stop fighting each other and tackle the root of our problem. Which is the secret society of corporations or whatever the hell they are that's running our governments. Telling our governments the nonsense that they come and inflict on us. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. For you, not for me. Be the change you want to see in the world. Because when they make your life miserable, you're not going to come and make my life miserable. Take it out on who made you miserable. It wasn't me. Take your anger out on who is holding you captive, who is holding you down. It's not me. Take your anger out on who is holding you in that cycle of failure. It's not me. I just got into the game. I just started realizing what the fuck this is. I don't like it. I don't respect it. I will not conform to it. Not happening. Not happening. So, youngers, God is saying, don't fight the changes that are coming. Okay? Ease into this beautiful new beginning for humanity and creation as a whole. Because even the planet is suffering. All the other life forms are also suffering. It's not just we the humans. Everything is out of whack. And we need to fix it before it fixes us. And it not gonna fix me. Because I'm on Mother Nature's side. Mother Nature gonna head after whoever is in opposition to it thriving. Whoever is in opposition to its well-being, Mother Nature will get to you. I promise you that. Whether it's dogs or cats or birds or ants or centipedes or bees or disease or famine or flood or earthquake or you name it, Mother Nature will get to you. Mother Nature will find you. So get yourself on the right path, or else accept the consequences of your actions or your inactions. If you choose to let fear overcome you, then when you're accepting the consequences for your actions or inactions, blame it on fear. The fear take its portion of the punishment. We don't want no excuses. God is always there, waiting to hear you. Send an invitation. Invite God into your life. For real, for real. Stop fearing the wrong people. Stop fearing each other. How can God work a miracle in your life if you never give God the opportunity to? You want to try fix everything yourself and you don't have no strength to fix it. A lot of things, most things in your life. You have no strength, you have no wisdom, you have no courage to do all these things. Where you expect to get it from? I will look to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord who created the heaven and the earth. There may be corruption in all religions, but there's also a lot of good in them. Take the good and leave the bad. Make time for God thing. Make time for God. Only God can fix this. Only God can give us the courage, the wisdom, the understanding, the patience, the tolerance, the vitality, the agility. Only God. And those who have the earth and all its inhabitants under siege, they can't outdo God. They can't outsmart God. They can't out God. They only want to be God. And most of y'all keep believing that they have as much, or give them, through your mindset, you give them as much power as you would give God. And then you diminish the power that God should actually have. See how merciful God is? You see how forgiving God is? Look how long God has been dealing with that. You people give the praise to all these corporations and these secret societies and these governments and whatnot that treat us like shit. You people give the utmost respect. And then God, you disregard God. And God has the power to make the sun stop shining. God has the power to stop making rain fall from the sky to water your food. You may not farm, but the farmers that grow the food, that come to the supermarkets, that feed us, they are grateful for the rain. You don't have to think about that. When the rain fall, you're all upset. Open your mind. It's not just about you. See the bigger picture. If This world is gonna be a better place. We have to make it that way. And I'm not gonna tell you to be upset with your parents. Back to you, youngers. I'm not gonna tell you to be upset with your parents. I'm not gonna tell you to treat them like crap or disrespect them. Because these secret societies, the government, the soldiers, the army, the police, the letters that they send through your door, that shit is scary. Let me tell you that part. It's scary. It has the power to elevate your blood pressure. When they used to do it to me, I just used to ignore the letters completely because I'm not giving them the power to send my vital signs into upheaval like that. It's a tough system, but they need putting in their rightful place because they're out of order. All these civil servants, all these teachers don't have no business telling the little young boys that they could be girls if they want to, and telling little young girls that they could be boys if they want to. That's corruption. That's spiritual, moral corruption. That's illegal in the universal courts. Remember, I talk about earth police and earth court, and we talk about spiritual police and spiritual court. They have to answer for that. A lot of them who are promoting that stuff to the young people, they don't even believe in that. They know better. But because they're afraid of losing their job, because they're afraid of being outcasted from society, because they're afraid of whatever intimidation that will come their way by the same secret society and their goons, they choose to promote the lies. As well as our superstars, our beloved superstars, the musicians, the actors, actresses, all them. A lot of the things that they put out there and act like they believe in, they don't. So that's how, you know, when they talk about you sold your soul, that's what they're doing. They're selling their soul by promoting this nonsense that they don't even believe because they want to keep their job, they want to keep their position, they want to keep their fame, they want to keep their friends. Because me, they ostracized me from society. I can't find a place to work, but you know what? God keep making a way where they think there would be no way. Right now I'm surviving by my daughter. And I'm surprised that they're still going on, but not really because I know that God has the power to do. But God though. Make a way out of no way. They use my family against me, they use my friends against me, they use people in my love life against me. They use people in society, people that I never even heard of or know. All these actors and actresses and whatnot that they brought around me to make my life miserable. My clients, they use them against me. Oh, they know how to make your life a living hell, and that's what make people not want to stand up for their rights. Talking about the secret society. They know how to make you want to change, make you want to give up this fight for your freedom. This fight to not conform. But you can't serve two masters. And they don't have any good intentions for you. God does. If you're going to be a slave to anybody, be a slave to God. If you're going to be anybody's bitch, be God's little bitch. If you're going to be working for any organization, any secret society, work for God's secret society. If you're going to join any army, join God's army. If you want to talk about benefits, these people can't give you no better benefits than God. I'm a living testimony. Because right now I'm supposed to be looking scrawny, sucked out, old, no teeth. I'm supposed to be sick in my brain. And I'm none of that. I'm fucking by the mercies and the strength and the grace and the confidence of God. That's why I'm still here. And I am a limited edition. I have to be careful with pulling up my clothes because I'm not completely dressed. I am a limited edition. Are you special? And God wants you to be special too. God, all are called. Only few choose to answer God. But it's okay, we only need a few. We're looking for our 144,000 as prophesied. That's enough to do what God wants to do on this earth, to bring about this energy of love, this energy of friendship, more good than bad. It's enough. We don't need much more. I'm doing my part. I pray that you find the strength to do your part and not fight against change. Okay? I said a lot in this video. And if I've offended anybody, I don't really care because I'm speaking my truth. So, yeah. That's the truth to the best of my knowledge. That's the truth as I have come to see it, know it, experience it. Teach the youth the truth. My father committed suicide. He tried one time, he failed. He tried the second time and he succeeded. Why? Because this world is so shitty. It's depressing. Why? Because people made it so. Those who are in charge of us, especially our civil servants and their friends, they made it so. And that's why I have my readings geared towards civil servants specifically. Because their journey, their life, their fight is definitely much different to the fight of we, the people. And they need to pay for their readings and get that shit because they gonna need to know some shit before some shit start taking place. So I'm just waiting. Because I know my money gonna come through. Because I have the knowledge and they need it. I got the power. I got the power. Oh. Yeah, boy, I got the power. They're trying to keep money out of my hand. I'm going to have money. And I'm going to create a good atmosphere. I'm going to put positive things in the world, whether anybody like it or not. Because God has given me that power. Chanel is coming and there's nothing that you all can do about it. Love me or hate me, me don't really care. Love me or hate me, me no bumbleclad care because me done been through hell and high water where almost every fucking body hated me. For no goddamn reason, cause me no do nothing to you. I tried to free us. You tried to kill me. Because you want to remain a bumbleclad slave. Well, remain a slave then, but I'm freeing myself. Yeah. You could take the horse to the well, but you can't make the horse drink. There, I've taken you guys to the well. Do as you please. In any case, I'ma love you anyway. Because God love you. Bye.